Hi, I'm Christy, and welcome to my workshop here at Go DIY, where I teach you to go do it yourself. So I have an issue with collecting rusted tools, really old tools, and I found this amazing product that I want to share today that is going to change your rusty tool life. So what I've got are things like these pliers that I found at estate sales, yard sales, side of the road, whatever. And I have found this product that will turn something like this bit into this. Literally just knock off all of that rust. These pliers to something like this. This is kind of my favorite. I have so many different needs for metal files. And I have hundreds, literally hundreds of metal files that I've never been able to use. And this product that I'm going to share with you will take this old rusty thing and turn it into this. And this one like that. And tools like this that don't turn all the way, it gets to a certain point and it's just jammed, it's stuck. And now I've got something like this. So I'm super excited about sharing this with you, and we are going to start with something really, really odd, and we're going to learn this together. So I've got this gas burner thing. I honestly have no idea what it's for, if it's a heater or if it's for a stove. Look, it's even got part of the wick in there. And these knobs do not turn at all. I'm sure they did at one time. And so we are going to soak this in this amazing product, Evaporust. And this stuff is amazing. This is the 1 gallon. It comes in 3 gallons. I think it even comes in a smaller one. And what I'm going to do today is soak it in a bucket. And what's amazing with this is you can use it over and over and over again, and it's completely non-toxic. It's not going to mess up paints and woods and things like that. So if you have something with a wood handle, which I've had before, it doesn't ruin the wood. It doesn't remove all the paint and things like that. So I have a bucket here that's got just a little bit. You can see the muck and stuff that is floating in there, but don't worry, it's not going to mess up your tools. So I'm going to just add some of this, just so I know that it's going to cover at least one of these burners. And I'm going to put it in there, wick and all, see what happens. So it looks like I need a little bit more. We're going to let this sit for about an hour or so. Then I'm going to come back, and I'm assuming I might need a wire brush or something, but honestly there have been things where I just rinse it off and the rust literally comes off, and I've got something that's usable that was completely jammed with rust before. So let's see what happens. All right, I'm back, and I said I was going to let this thing soak for an hour or so, but if you can imagine, I get really distracted in my workshop. So it's actually been a few hours, but I'm really super excited about how this is going to turn out. I do have a couple of wire brushes for this thing, and if you remember, the thing was pretty covered in rust. These burners, they don't turn or anything, so let's just go ahead and take this out. I'm just going to use, holy moly, I'm going to use this just to knock off some of the extra. Oh my gosh. And look, as soon as I took it out, this thing started turning. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And oh my gosh, I don't know if you all can see this, but this is actually copper under here. And I really don't have to do much scrubbing on this. Yeah, it's all down in this wonderful, magical bucket of rusty goo. So with other items that I've tried, I have had to do quite a bit of elbow grease just to knock off the remaining rust, but this is amazing. I'm super excited about this. And the wick, or what's left of it from before, is still intact. I mean, that was already missing. And this is actually down to the original metal. There's nothing else I don't think I'm going to need to do except for take it to the sink and rinse it off. My plan for this, I got it at an auction, and my plan for this was just to mount it to a piece of wood and hang it up and make I was going to just seal it with the rust on and make it like a coat rack or a coat and hat rack. But now I'm rethinking that, because since these turn, I don't know, in this copper, there might be something else that I need to use this for. But I will say that a lot of times I've tried to remove rust from things, and the rust has just eaten away. It's just really corroded. It's actually started to eat away at the metal. And if you think about it, how it was explained to me, rust is cancer for metal. And if you catch it early enough, you can actually control it or get rid of it completely, cure it completely. Sometimes you can treat it with some things and just manage that rust, manage that cancer, if you will. And then there are things that are just too far gone. I've neglected it, or it's been, I have a bunch of items that I found in a cellar of a house before it was demolished. And those things had been down there left untouched, exposed to moisture for probably half a century, literally. And so those things were too far gone. When I tried to actually just use a wire brush on them, the metal literally just fell apart. So you're gonna have different experiences with it. I hope yours is as great as this one, and that you're as happy and as excited about rust removal as I am with this one. So now that I've shown you how to do it, go do it yourself. For this project, the product that I used and that I absolutely love is EvapoRust. It's the non-toxic rust remover. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I've provided a link where you can pick it up on Amazon. I hope you have the results that I have had with this on numerous projects like this one, and tons of tools. So please like, subscribe, share with a friend. I know you know somebody who has something that's rusty. So thanks, and again, go do it yourself.